All right, guys, we're back again.
Yay.
We're trying to finish this guy up. If you'll notice, we are using the HD camera right now. We were having camera issues before, and so this is what we ended up with getting to use this time. So, huzzah for HD. Yay! Poor Sean has to actually spend some time. Okay, never mind.
Loading it up.
Loading it up.
So yeah, when we left off, we were just about to do my assault phase, and as you can see, it's gonna be a juicy one. There's a lot of guys, they're up in their face, and this is what I really like most about Tyranids, is when they work well, popping out of the ground and just eating things that don't want to get into close combat with them. So I'm really happy with how this is. As far as my game plan at this point, the path to victory, right there you see the holy pork chop of Antioch has been stolen away and hidden in a Land Raider, so...
We're cooking it up so we can eat it later.
We need to get that. The Bug Plan's master strategy depends on that pork chop, so... These guys, even though I don't necessarily want to charge in to an area where my one wound left guy is going to get shot at, even with snapshots, they're twin linked, it's kind of dicey.
Vehicles can't snapshot, or vehicles can't snapshot. They can't overwash.
Awesome! That's a delightful news.
Yeah, so you're good to go.
So he's good to go. So he's the unit left that realistically has the best chance of popping open that Raider, getting to the tasty things inside, and I've got my Genestealers here and my little Chumbawambas over there that are both going to be in a position to try and snatch it up if it becomes open. Meanwhile, here, my job of the Shrikes and the Genestealers here are to kill as many threats as they can so that when that Land Raider pops open and the guys are there, we can chase after him and get into close combat with him without getting shot up too bad. So that's my plan here. As far as declaring the assaults then, I'm going to first declare an assault with the Shrikes, and I'm going to have their primary target be these mech warriors here.
Okay.
So you have the option if you want to overwatch Adam.
I will overwatch
All
Adam.
right.
I don't really have a choice.
Okay,
you kind of
go
have
for
to.
it.
So, it's plasma, and then missiles are going to be right after that. So here's the plasma. Looking for 6s. And I did get 2 6s, so I accept.
Good shooting.
All right, and then the missiles. 1 hit. The missiles are strength 7 and the plasma is strength 6, both of which will wound you on 2, so we'll just roll them together. And of course, even the missiles are AP 4, so as long as I wound, okay, one guy takes 2 wounds, or the closest takes 2 wounds.
Okay, so I think that'll be this bloke here.
Okay.
So, now, I'm wanting to also do a disordered charge. So at this point, do I need to declare my secondary charge targets?
Yeah, because then I'll shoot them as well.
Fire warriors are my secondary
All right, I'm going to shoot
target.
it. I'm going to go ahead and take my shots here, and I'll have to pass off the camera to Eugene so I can make those shots.
Here we go.
All right, so I've got 15 of them, so that's 12 of them, so that's 24 shots. 8,
Beautiful high definition.
12, 16,
Carnage.
20, 24.
Okay.
Nope. So 4, looking for 3s. So they did 2 wounds to their closest target there.
Okay. Now these Shrikes only have a 5-up cover save, but they've got 3 wounds each, so they kind of go by the Tyranid defense of either soak it up with wounds or have a few guys die, but have the remaining guys be bad enough to still keep going and eat whatever they get into combat with. Okay. So.
You might get nervous.
Oh yeah. Spot on.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Okay.
Oh. 4 up armor save, right?
It's a 5-up armor save.
On warriors?
On the Shrikes.
On the Shrikes, it is?
Shrikes
Okay.
have 1 worse than the warriors.
Okay, cool. Then yeah.
Okay. So, next, I'm going to declare a charge with the Pants Stealers charging into the Fire Warriors. And the Fire Warriors don't get to Overwatch because they already shot.
Yeah, because they're already stuck in combat.
Okay. And then I'm going to declare the big surly man against the Land Raider.
Okay.
And then the gentleman Lictor here. I'm torn between having him join in the big melee or attack these tac marines. Since he's already facing the tactical marines, that's where he's going to charge. So he declares on the tactical marines.
Tactical marines will fire at him. Here's the Melta. Missed.
Okay.
Bolters. Two
bolter hits.
And looking for 4s, I believe.
One wound. One wound. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now,
switch off. And
that's all my charge declarations. So let's roll here.
Everybody should get in.
Okay.
Well, maybe this big guy.
This guy is the one that I'm concerned about because it's looking like his direct charge path will have him make a few steps over the terrain.
It doesn't matter. He ignores difficult, dangerous terrain because he's a monstrous creature.
Oh, I thought monstrous creatures when assaulting still rolled 3d6 and dropped the highest.
You might be right, but
I think they dropped the lowest.
drop
lowest?
Drop the lowest.
Possibly.
Oh, we're getting comments from the peanut gallery. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
We're gonna look that rule up and we'll come back.
Yeah.
So we were all a combination of sort of right. It's 3d6 drop the highest because move through cover ignores dangerous terrain, and lets them use an extra die when rolling through difficult terrain for movement, but they still have to. It doesn't have any effect on the way you charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's always lived a life of danger, sticking his tongue out in careless disregard of the odds. Go!
He's going to go 5 inches, which is not going to be close
5
enough.
inches. Sad times.
We just measured, and it's
Sad
7
times.
inches. So
Okay.
he stands there and sticks his tongue
He
out of the
still
Land Raider.
looks surly.
The Land Raider is going to laugh in his face when it shoots him to death
Then
next
we've
turn.
got these Shrikes. They're gonna go 8 inches. Then the Genestealers are gonna go
10.
10, and they're fleet, but I'll keep it.
Okay. And then
So,
the Lictor.
Lictor.
He's
Hey,
good.
here we go.
All in. All right. So he's going to move all his guys into base, and then we'll go from there. The beginning of initiative step 10. This is what we got going on. So the Shrikes are here, and then the Genestealers all are on the Fire Warriors. So which combat are we doing first?
Let's go ahead and do the big meaty one first.
All right. So initiative 6 with these guys.
Okay.
The one guy who's not in base tries to move 3 inches to get in base. He can't, so he's just going to sit there. But he does get to swing because he's within 2 inches of a guy who can swing.
All right.
So you have 8 of them left.
2, 4, 6, 8, and then one of them's the Brood Lord.
One of them's the Brood Lord.
All right.
So 32 attacks. Well,
Are you declaring any challenges
18
in
attacks.
this combat?
How many attacks does the Brood Lord have?
A whole bunches and bunches?
I will challenge. Yes, I have a some sort of leader guy. I don't know what he's called.
Yeah.
He's this guy on the end there.
Okay. Well,
You would get to declare a challenge first, technically, since it's your turn.
I don't.
I do.
Okay. Well then, my broody lordy guy will go and be like, "Roar! Fight your leader."
Cool.
Okay.
So usually, what you want to do is, if you can't move them into base to base, just swap a model,
Okay.
something like that.
The Brood Lord's also going to hypnotize your leader.
All right.
His hypnotic gaze. Looky at my eyes. On a 9. I believe that goes off.
All right. What does that do?
So, means you don't attack. Yep. He's leadership 10, so you just don't even attack.
Okay.
All right.
My one. I'm so sad about my one attack.
Yeah. It's gone. It's gone and it'll never come back. So, I'll do the Brood Lord first. He has 4 base attacks, plus 1 because of his tooth and claws, count as multiple close combat. 1 more for his assault.
Okay. 3s to hit me, and
3s to hit.
that is definitely cocked.
Okay. Nah. Nah.
This board.
Yeah.
This board.
Those Terminators.
Well,
Okay.
We're gonna count that.
All right. We'll just move on. Okay.
And strength 4 or strength 5?
I will double check because he's a broodlord, so he's strength 5.
All right, so
So,
anything that guy's probably cocked.
Okay.
Choose or better will wound me though.
okay.
Is that many wounds?
Yep, 6 wounds.
Armor saves, 4 or better. All right, my guy dies.
Okay, and how many wounds go on to the unit after that?
No, it's a challenge that none of them go onto him. That's why I sunk that like that.
Okay. Well then, now the Genestealers will attack.
So 28 attacks from the Genestealers.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28. Okay. Here we go. 3s to hit. Okay.
Because Genestealers are weapon skill 5, right? Well, it doesn't matter. My guys are weapon skill 3, but
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll those 2 there.
Sure. Okay. So, hits, and then...
3s to wound because you're strength 4.
Go. 3s to wound. Okay, so not those.
Re-roll that guy at least.
Okay.
5's probably good.
Yeah. There we go.
Awesome.
Okay.
That guy's clearly cocked right there.
Alright. Okay,
Alright.
so the 6s are Rens.
So 3, 4 dead guys, and then 5, 10, 12 wounds. All right, so 4 guys are gonna die, and I'm gonna take 12 wounds, or vice versa. Do you want me to take the saves first?
Do the saves first.
Okay.
Just to increase their terror.
1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap, they saved well. So
Yeah.
a total of 8 are gonna die.
8 dead.
Okay.
Okay.
So that leaves me with, let's see, the guys in base go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Okay.
So I've got 3 guys left. Okay.
Okay. Next up, I believe, are the Shrikes.
Initiative 4. So make a 3-inch move to base up.
Okay. So move over here. He's gonna move. They're entangling themselves in their wings over here. Then he's based with that guy and this guy. Can he move around here?
Probably not, but it doesn't matter because it still counts as being in base. Because you can't move through your own guy's base there.
Okay. So
And you
he's
can't
gonna
move
stick
within
over
range of
there.
that unit you didn't charge.
Okay. So, now they have 3 attack space, +1 for the double close combat. They don't get their +1 on the charge because they did a disordered charge. So,
4 attacks apiece.
4 attacks apiece.
You have 2 of them that are on the Fire Warriors.
We'll do the Fire Warriors guys first.
Okay.
Okay.
And these guys have bone swords, right?
Yep. So, looks like those are hits. For 3s for wounding. 3 wounds.
It's the perfect number to kill the last guy. So
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm initiative 3 with these guys. I'll double check here in a second.
Okay. But this time there's gonna be
16 attacks.
16 attacks.
All right. 3's to hit me.
Okay. Okay. They've got scything talons, so I'll actually re-roll those 1s.
Okay.
Okay. So these are still misses. And then the Robotech guys, their toughness is higher, right?
You know what? I don't know. Let me check.
Okay.
So they are toughness 4.
Okay. So that means we're looking for 4s to wound. Not those. Not those. So that's
Was the one that was in the pit, was that clearly pretty face up, or was that
I'll just reroll it.
Okay.
So,
5 wounds.
yes.
So they each have 2 wounds apiece, so that's gonna go.
But if they're bone swords, so if they take a wound, they need to pass a leadership test
Oh,
or
okay.
instant die.
All right. Well, I have a guy that has an in-bone save in there, so he's gonna start. We're gonna start by making in-bone saves on him. So he's gonna take a leadership test, which he passes on an 8, so he's okay. We'll take a second invulnerable, or we'll take a. Let's see, that was 1. Taking a second invulnerable save, he passed. Third invulnerable save, he passed. Fourth invulnerable save, he's dead. And then that leaves me with one more wound. So 1 more wound goes on a guy, and he'll take a leadership test, which he passed.
Okay.
So, so this guy's dead, and 1 guy takes a wound.
All right.
Okay, and then I'll swing back, since they're the only guys in the combat left. And I think they have, double check for me, I think they have 2 attacks apiece. But I'm gonna find a wound marker while we're waiting on that real quick. Sorry about the random camera looking on the ground there, guys. Put a wound on that guy.
All right. They're just Shas-Yui guys. They have 2 attacks.
Okay, so here we go. Attack's coming back. 4's to hit you. That's cocked, clearly. That hits,
3
and
hits.
that's strength 5, so 3's to wound you. So cocked. Well, this was a
2
3.
wounds.
So 2 wounds.
Okay.
So you're 5 up save.
All right. And I have an unwounded guy in base, so he's going to be the one taking these.
Okay.
1
Save
save
1.
and 1 does the wound.
Okay.
So,
Awesome. So I lose by a whole crap ton. So
Okay.
2's to stay. 6 and yeah, I'm running. So
Okay.
if you catch me, I have initiative 2.
yeah, catch him.
You got
4.
me.
I
So
got
my
him.
guys are dead.
All right.
All right. So they're gone, and you get
Much feeding.
you get consolidates there. So go ahead and roll those consolidates.
That was actually pretty sweet.
And I did a wound to that last guy.
Strikes. Consolidate. 5 inches.
Genestealer
Dealer
6.
6.
All right, so he's going to move those consolidates. We'll come back for our last combat. Okay, so, well, did they have extra hand weapons?
They've got scything talons and they have rending claws.
So yeah, it's 2 hand weapons. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Lictor combat. He's initiative 6. He's got 3 attacks base, extra hand weapon, and then 1 for the charge after my turn.
Oh,
And he's
murder
got a skill
lies them.
6, so he needs 3s to hit me.
Rerolls. This one. Is that cocked or good?
Yeah, keep it good.
Okay.
Keep it good, son.
So that's 4 hits.
Okay. And then he's strength 6, so 2's to wound, and 6's will rend.
Oh, wounding.
So
Okay.
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Awesome. So they start on my sergeant, which is not where I wanted them to start. But we're gonna go look out, sir. So we're looking out to somebody else in the first wound, and we'll take it on 1 of the tactical marines. So here's an armor save. He's good. We'll look out, sir.
Now, does your sergeant have a different armor save than the
Oh,
rest of the
you guys,
unit?
you're right. I
'Cause if he's got the
apologize.
same armor save, you can do that better.
All right, we'll just do that better. So it was 3 more wounds. Wow, which I'm going to attempt to look out, sir, all of them.
Okay.
So 1 of them I successfully look out, sir, and that didn't work, so he's dead. And then, yeah. All right, so the sergeant died, and I made 1 armor save, and so 2 other guys died. So I'm down to 1 last guy. That was
Okay.
awful. I totally forgot that. That was awful. And then this guy will pile in at initiative step 4, and he'll swing. Does 1 attack, he hits, and he wounds you, so you're 5 up
Whoa.
save.
Come on. Lictorious. No. He takes a wound.
Takes a wound. All right, so I lost combat by 2, and I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Silly Space Marines, you get stuck in close combat. It's just awfulness, just awfulness. So he's got, well, Lictor has 1 wound left. This combat over here,
Okay.
you're first.
All right. I issue a challenge.
I accept
All right.
with my sergeant.
Okay. This is him raising his challenging claw at you.
And we'll say the
Ready to
sergeant's in
strike.
close combat already.
Okay.
For the simplicity of not moving guys.
So, highest initiative is probably
Your guy.
my guy. So,
He has four or five attack, four attacks.
I think 4 attacks base, plus 1 because he's got the 2 claws.
Okay.
So,
Looking for 3s and 2s.
go. Okay. I'll say that's a 3. This one will re-roll. Another 3, so that's 4 hits. And then 2s to wound him.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
So 3 storm shield saves. He dies.
Okay.
Okay.
Yarr! That's what you get for facing off against a tactical genius, bud. And these guys. So I think they're 3 attacks each. I think they're 2 base and then 1 extra for the close combat weapons.
Yeah. They're 3 attacks base.
Oh,
And
even better.
then they have rending claws and siding talons. So.
Okay. So let's do it. Whatever it is to hit, probably 3s.
Yeah, your weapon skill 5.
Okay. And then what is that one?
Go ahead and reroll that one.
Okay. Okay. So those are hits.
And your strength 6, I think, or maybe not.
Probably 5. Bum, bum. Oh no!
Your strength 5, yeah.
Lots of 1s, but 2 rens.
2 rends and 2 regular
2
saves.
regulars.
Okay. Which am I taking first?
Go ahead and take the rens first.
Okay. Here's the rends. Wow, 1 dies, and the regular saves. They're fine. So 1 guy dies. So we'll pull a guy. We'll pull the guy on this big guy since I can't even swing with the big guy, and then we'll come back with 4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on. Change. This one's a reroll. Had to change our thing out real quick. So 4 hits and 2s to wound you. All right, that is bye bye
those guys.
bye bye Hive Guard.
Yarg. Yarg.
So I actually win combat by 2 because you did 2 wounds and I did 4.
Okay.
So
He's fearless though.
Okay, your tactical genius is fearless, and I'll pile in on.
Boom. That's right. Come to Papa. Bring all these hammers.
And we need 1 hammer to survive and roll well, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
All right, so now it will be my turn 4. Is that right?
I think so.
All right, so we'll start there and we'll go from there. So movement. This thing just pivoted on the spot. The only thing that can hurt me now is that guy and that guy. These guys have rending, but they're all strength 4, so they cannot get to strength 5, which is what they need to hurt a land raider, right? 'Cause strength 4 plus 10 plus 6 is 10, plus an extra D3 is only a 13. So they can't even hurt my land raider. Just make sure, because somebody somewhere is probably like, that's not true. Like, oh, guess what? I don't play this Tyranid Codex all the time. Genestealers. Yep, they do not have Furious Charge.
By the way, I moved my guys in my consolidation. I flew them over here, and my Genestealers over here so that they can get towards some action while still being spread out a bit. I anticipate getting shot a lot.
Adrenal glands are what gives you, you didn't take adrenal glands with anybody, right?
Nope.
All right, pretty darn sure those guys cannot hurt me. Only the big guy. Right, so speaking of the big guy, we're gonna shoot him in the back right now with these guys.
How ungentlemanly.
Las cannon first.
He disapproves.
Hit.
Okay.
You're dead.
All right.
Not even gonna waste my time.
A sad time.
Goodbye, big guy. Goodbye.
Sad times.
All right, here's the 2 wounds that are on the Lictor, just for fun. All right. Now we're gonna use our large blast again with the with this thing here. We're gonna go right on this guy, so that if we hit, we get 6 of these things. Will stick. 1 to 1. So there's 6
Double
of them.
ones.
And I need 2 to wound you. That's cocked. So 5 of them, just go ahead and blah.
Okay, the 5 closest.
Okay. Now we will do what? Well, I took myself out of rapid fire range with that move. But that's okay.
I think the Pat Labors could still do some damage.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the Crusader is gonna shoot into the Genestealers.
Oh,
so
okay.
Here's the assault cannon and Hurricane Bolter, and then we'll power the Machine Spirit, the multi-melta into the warriors here.
Okay.
Is that what I want? Both those warriors are only have 2 or better right now. Or I have 2 wounds. All the closest guys have 2 wounds already. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, we're still gonna do that. So I'm rapid fire with the Hurricane Bolter, and here's the assault cannon. So the assault cannon is cocked, and these are twin linked.
Good thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
And then here's the Hurricane Bolter. And okay, so they all hit. Looking for 4s here. That one's probably cocked. That one's probably good. That's good now. So 2 wounds from that. Assault cannon needs 2s. So a total of 5 wounds. You get cover saves.
Okay.
So 5 up cover saves.
Meanwhile, their fearless leader tries to give them commands via his psychic bug brain to not hide in the ground, but they're too far away. They're gonna
Die.
One of them hides in the ground, and then he pops his head up a little too early, and gets splatted.
All right. That's good. Don't like those guys. Here's the melta gun, or the melta into the warriors. It missed anyway.
Aha.
And then these guys right here will shoot.
Okay.
So I have 2 in rapid fire with the plasma. So here's the plasma from the regular guys, needing 4s. Wow. All right. They all hit. Here's the plasma from the leader. He hits because he's weapon skill 5, or ballistic skill 5. Here's the missiles from the regular guys. Again, they need 4s. That one's, I don't know, what do you think? Is that cocked or not?
Nah, go ahead and reroll it.
Okay. That's not gonna hit. And then for the leader, all right, he does hit. Will you pause for a second here?
Yeah.
So this was hits from the plasma, hits from the missiles.
Okay.
Right? So here's the missiles. These are just gonna, well, you know, they're all just gonna kill on warriors because your toughness 4 and your armor's only 4 better.
Are they strength? What strength are they?
They're not gonna kill you. They're just gonna cause wounds.
Right.
Sorry, they're just gonna cause wounds. They're strength 7 and strength 6.
Okay.
So anything but 1s. These are both definitely cocked. Alright.
Okay.
So 3 1s. So you take
Out of wounds.
6 wounds.
Ooh, those
This
arm
guy's
slaves did
gonna
some
die,
damage.
And that's gonna die. Those are
Okay.
the closest models.
All right. Okay.
And you're fearless, you don't care. And I think I'm done shooting, so we'll do assault. So we're gonna do assault move real quick. These guys are gonna jump back again.
Now, don't you roll 2d6 for their distance when they do that jump?
No, it would be a D6 if they were wearing the heavy armor. It's just a D6 jump. Jump hackers move 6 inches and then can move another 6 during the assault phase.
All right.
Jetpackers, they're called. Jetpackers. All right. Close combat. Go ahead with your guy here.
All right.
He's got what, 4 attacks?
Gentleman
now?
Lictor. Here we go.
So you need 3s to hit me and 2s to wound me.
Okay.
So that's cocked.
All right. That's cocked, and that's a 1. So I'll reroll those. All right.
Everything hits.
Okay.
2s to wound me and 6s will rend. No, all right, my guy's dead.
All right. He did not have any gray poupon, it turned out.
It's true. Consolidate for you.
Okay, let's go D6 consolidation. All right, I'll
Close
take
enough.
it.
6.
Whatever.
This table is awful. Just so a note for everybody, we're going ahead and calling a lot of stuff that's clearly like a cocked die, not a cocked die, just because we want to get this game faster. Because otherwise, we're spending all of our time re-rolling all these cocked dice.
Yep.
Over here.
Okay.
So you got.
I challenge you.
There's nobody to challenge.
I challenge anyway.
Well,
Is someone going to accept the challenge?
you can't accept the challenge if you don't have a character.
Are you sure about that? I think if you don't have any
positive.
characters left, you can just have a dude
No.
do it.
No, you can't.
Well, I'll send one of your hammer guys to the back then, so he can't swim.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a pause here to
All
check
right.
the rules because I'm pretty sure you can't do that.